I find it interesting that people find the concept of socialism polarising, when if you understand what socialism really is, which is a recognition of a central place of government in the economy in particular, and in the provision of essential services like health and education and welfare and ownership of critical assets, it's where we are today. We have a kind of weak socialism right now. Now, I'd like to see that beefed up and have a greater role of the government in some of those areas, because the government hasn't intervened enough, hasn't regulated enough historically, and now we've found ourselves in a really difficult situation. Opposition's tough. There's moments of exhilaration. But so yes, I like being in Parliament. I like being in opposition less than in government.
New Zealand mainstream media reports China's ambassador to New Zealand has scolded MPs who attended an event celebrating the National Day of Taiwan, and most MPs are now refusing to talk about the highly unusual letter. Sources at Parliament, who wouldn't speak on the record for fear of retribution, believe that China is sending people to spy on events organised by Kiwi supporters of Taiwan. Very few MPs would speak publicly about the issue. The only MP who was willing to discuss the letter in any detail was New Zealand ACT Party's Laura McClure. She said that China's Communist Party, the CCP, shouldn't try and control New Zealand's elected representatives. Laura McClure says, "It's not up to the CCP to decide who a member of New Zealand's Parliament meets with. Parliament is a sovereign, and in our democracy, MPs are free to exercise their own judgment. That may not be how things operate in China, but here in New Zealand, the ambassador should respect the independence of our Parliament," she said. Labour MP Duncan Webb, who's one of the party's most senior politicians, has announced he will stand down next year. Labour leader Chris Hipkins said Webb's decision had come as a surprise. It was a bit of a surprise, actually. It's one of those things where people go away, reflect on things for a bit, come back and say, actually, it just isn't really me anymore, Hipkins said. "I would have loved him to stay. He would have certainly been a minister should we win the next election, had he chosen to stay," Hipkins told reporters following Webb's announcement.